Blimey. Regen Rovers second in the Championship. Only our second season in the Championship, and we're absolutely flying this year. It is very tight between us, third, fourth place. We're 4 points behind first. We're almost halfway through the season though, so it's getting to that point where you're thinking, well, we're going to be towards the top of the table surely, unless we completely fall off a cliff, which of course is possible. But I'm loving life in this division this season. Mark Ball still top goal scorer in the league. Luna is second top goal scorer. Mark Ball top average rating. Luna third top average rating. Mark Ball has this joint second highest number of assists and the most man of the match awards. It's been an unbelievable season. And today we're going to be taking on third place Fulham, huge match, and also 12th place Stoke City away from home. Since you last saw me, lots of wins. We've had one defeat, but it has been generally a very good time of late. I can confirm that Plumbing Park has been expanded. 9,054 capacity, 4,754 seats. Remember, we have a new stand, the new away stand, which you guys have the opportunity to name. Now, I haven't actually uploaded that video at the time of recording this, but I'm assuming there'll be a few suggestions, so I'm going to pick a few favourites and I'm going to put them in a poll. I'll put a link in the description below. If you click on that link, you can vote for your favourite name for the new stand, and we'll call it that. Of course, we've got the Flame Pit for the Regen Rovers Ultras. What's going to be the new stand name? Let's see who wins that poll. Let's show you the goals from the last few games before we take on Fulham and Stoke today. First of all, a 3-0 home win against Bristol Rovers. Very solid victory. We've created 4 clear-cut chances in this game. Most of the team were exceptional. Luna opened the scoring, battering a Rutherford cross in. And Mark Ball scored the other 2 goals. Prolific Mark Ball. Keep banging on about him, but he deserves all the praise, doesn't he? Not sure where the keeper was going there. Fancied a sandwich, I reckon. And this was the 3rd goal at the start of the second half. Clean sheet as well. A rare clean sheet from us. Okoro playing in goal in this one because, of course, Bayliss was still injured at this point. He is back now. Let's have a look at this 3rd goal. Then Luna, really good stuff from him, and Mark Ball with the easiest of finishes, but that's what he does. We did lose 2-1 against Middlesbrough at home, unfortunately. A few players just didn't turn up for this one, but Mark Ball scored another goal. Once again, the keeper going wandering. Back to winning ways with a 1-0 win against Forest. This was the goal that gave us all 3 points. Crossed in by Rutherford, and Luna at the back post, unmarked, finished. 3-0 win away from home against Portchester in the Hampshire Senior Cup. The team was made up of 2nd and 3rd choice players for this one. Ryan Curtis did start up front. I could have put out an even weaker team, but I've got to give football to some of the players that aren't really getting in the first team for the league matches. So we saw the likes of Stephen Taylor, who's on loan. We saw Goo up front and Curtis up front. Look at that from a Goo. Brilliant commitment from him. Legend of the club. We saw Pearce play at the back. Blackman, 2nd choice left back, of course. So it was a strong team. We should have won by more goals, really, to be honest, against this weak team. We did dominate, and Ryan Curtis actually missed a penalty. A chance to get a hat-trick, but he's not really a penalty taker, which is probably why he missed it. Let's have a look at the last goal of the game from Ryan Curtis. Just at the end of the first half. They went down to 10 men in the second half and we missed a penalty. So it should have been a lot worse for Portchester. But it gave some experience and gave some game time to the second string players. Assini came off the bench for his first appearance of the season. He's now playing for the reserves these days. But he's still at the club on a non-contract. He hasn't left. Barry Miles with an assist as well. Nice stuff from him. 1-1 draw away from home against Brentford. And Ryan Curtis scored again. Came off the bench to grab us a point after they went 1-0 up. Good to see him scoring. I mean, Ball and Luna have been sensational, but that is a fantastic strike from Ryan Curtis. And most recently, a 3-2 win against Hull City. We went 3-0 up and almost threw it away. I have actually changed things a little bit tactically. We're focusing down the middle. And what's the other thing? Oh yeah, I'm going to try out defensive central midfielder with Alan Stevenson playing there. He's not been happy at a lack of first team football. And I must say, this deep lying playmaker on support duty in the middle, whether it be Bilbo or Stephen Taylor, it's not been particularly effective. They've not been getting very good average ratings. However, we have been winning games, but I don't know, we struggled a little bit of late, and that's why I've changed to going focusing down the middle, trying a defensive central midfielder. We'll see if it works. We've got to think. I know we're having a fantastic season, but I still need to try and perfect the tactic, because defensively it's been a little bit shoddy with the 4-4-2. Nice finish there from Luna. It's hard to get that balance between strong defence and really effective going forward. That is just the ultimate, golden nugget. At being able to be solid at the back and prolific going forwards. If you can get that, you're just unstoppable, aren't you, as a team? And that's what we want to become. Even though we're predicted to finish bottom of the table, I'm saying a lot here. That's bad. I'm not usually someone for saying but I've said that far too much in that elongated sentence. Let's get on with today's matches, shall we? So Fulham at home to start with. They beat us twice last season. This is the last match of the first half of the season. If we can win this, we will be second in the table going into the second half of the season. So Fulham have made their way down to Winchester to take us on at the new and improved Plumbing Park. So Fulham are a strong team. They've got Teti up front, who's rather good. A Ghanaian international, 44 goals for his country, 10 goals this season. Ellis on the right looks pretty decent. They've got the Georgian international playing behind the striker. Mason Greenwood on the left has their most assists. He's on loan from Leeds United this season. Good mix of real life and regen players. As I mentioned, Alan Stevenson playing in the defensive central midfield role, looking to cement that place. Hopefully this experiment will work. We might have to revert back to something else or try a different role there, but we're going to give Stevenson a go. Lucas Long playing at the back today because Vitor is injured, but the rest of the team is my first choice. Well, the other 9 players are my first choice. Stevenson could be first choice. It's a strong team. It's good to have Bayless back in goal as well. Corey did a decent job, to be fair, but Bayless has certainly been the better keeper this season. Tactics. What have I done? Well, I've made one change. We're focusing through the middle. I think that's it for the time being. I'm tempted to bring the defensive line back a notch. We've conceded a fair number of goals. Could be worse, but I'm going to give that a go. Hopefully that isn't detrimental to our attacking force. We shall see. I do just want to say thank you for the continued support in this series. I'll tell you something, I've not been focusing on the numbers, not been focusing on the views. I've actually lost subscribers in the last couple months, to be honest, because I've only released Regen Rovers videos. I know there's a lot of people subscribe for experiments. They'll probably come back in the summer, but almost 1-0 to Fulham already. But I've just wanted to make a series I'm proud of, and I'm proud of Regen Rovers. I've really enjoyed it. And there's still a long way to go. This might continue until FM20 comes out. And I have been thinking about my plans for FM20. I don't have to think about my plans, but I like to be prepared. And although I haven't really thought of anything yet, to be honest. I've had ideas, but I certainly haven't cemented plans for FM20. We shall just see. On the attack here. Is this going to be a positive highlight for us? Potter, just to Sakovic. Sakovic crosses it in, it's blocked away, and now Dix manages to get there ahead of him, but it might be a positive highlight here for Fulham after all that intent from us, unfortunately. Here's the Georgian international. I'm not even trying to pronounce his name. He's put it over the bar. Chav, I suppose we'll call him. Chak, sorry, not Chav. Chak. Bayless pummels that up the pitch. Rutherford can't win it. Stevenson does, but that's a poor header from Stevenson. Could have brought that down. He had a bit of time, I think. Needs a shout from his players. It's chucking it down here at Plumbing Park. It's only right, isn't it? That's chucking it down at a stadium called Plumbing Park. I've noticed on the new stand, it looks like, well, actually on all the stands and the flame pit, it looks like there's solar panels. Oh, great save, Bayless. Look at these solar panels on the new stand. I'm not sure they are solar panels, but perhaps it's powering the electricity in the stadium. It should really be water power, shouldn't it? We should have our own water mill supplying the electricity for Plumbing Park. Here's a chance maybe for Fulham. Morgan, great tackle by Hoare. But yeah, as I was saying, I've not focused tremendously on the numbers. I've not looked at views recently. I just want to make videos at the moment, Regen Rovers videos, and not worrying about the whole YouTube analytics side of things. I go through phases. Sometimes I really get into it. Like the World Cup last year when I got all those views from my experiments, I was really into it. I was like, oh, this is amazing. Look at this. And thinking about it. And thinking about, oh, could this be a full-time thing one day? I don't think it ever can be. Especially with me just doing one series at the moment. As you know, I have a full-time job, and this is a part-time thing for me. I just enjoy it. I enjoy making something, creating something. As Luna has a chance. Was that a clear-cut chance? I don't think it was, strangely enough, but it looked like a chance for Luna to take the lead. It's 0-0 at half-time. That was our only attack, really. What do we do in the second half? Been unlucky, so... That's a bit annoying. I'm not going to mess things up further. When it's like that, you can't really rectify the situation. We'll just keep going with what we're doing, and I'll just shout some encouragement. That will hopefully rectify it a little bit. That was a shocking half-time team talk, wasn't it? We're going to be playing towards our new stand in this second half. Remember to vote via the link in the description below. As it stands, the draw's okay for us. We're still in second place. But it can all change, can't it? In the blink of an eye in football. Mark Ball trying to put some pressure on their defence. But they're going to play it out from the back. I like Fulham. It's a good team. Nice stadium. Craven's Cottage. Been there twice, I think. At least twice. I think it's twice. I don't think I've been there 3 times. Hard to remember. But yeah, it's a lovely old ground. But if they beat us today, then I'm not going to be so complimentary in the future. Because they've beaten us twice already in this series. We want to get some sort of result. But here's Chack into Greenwood. It's back to Morgan. To Barnes. They're passing. I sense a goal. Half an hour to go. You just sense it. Oh no, it's fired over the bar. Do I go attacking? I don't know. What do? I don't know. Stevenson's apprehensive in the middle. I'm going to bring Cochrane on for Rutherford. Cochrane, I'm not on the right thing here. What's going on? Yeah, we'll bring Cochrane on. Perhaps the whole focus play down the middle isn't working today. I'll turn that off. Worked in the last game against Hull. Oh, to be fair, I'll take a draw. It's not been the most exciting. I've been quite chatty, but it's not been the most exciting football, has it? Flanagan's going to come off. We're going to throw on Steve Taylor. And one more sub. I will put on Ryan Curtis for the yellow carded Luna. See if he can make a difference in the last 10 minutes. I'm not going attacking though. Don't want to risk it. I'm content with a point. Especially as we're still in second as it stands. Oh, it's been a dull game. I'm sorry. They've had a lot more shots. There's been 0 clear-cut and half chances for both teams. Pretty pathetic really. They've had a bit more possession. But like I said, a point against Fulham is a very good point, considering we've lost our 2 previous games against them and they're looking to try and get promoted, as are we. But we're in the unlikely position of second. We're not expected to be here at all, are we? Hopefully there's not going to be a last second goal. No, there isn't. We've got a point. Not great viewing for you, but I'll take it. Considering I messed up the half-time team talk as well, I'm quite pleased. Record attendance. We've filled out our new stadium. 9,054 people turned up for that match against Fulham. And also, record gate receipts. We're going to be getting a lot more money in now with a bigger stadium. We've expanded it by almost 3,000. Well, we've got 3,000 more people coming in than we did at the start of this season. Of course, we had a reduced capacity for a while. But that's great news. We're still in a healthy position. We have made a bit of a loss, as you can see. In fact, 3 months in a row, I think we've made a loss of between 250 to 350k a month, which isn't great. At the moment, though, we are making a profit thanks to our increased gate receipts. So hopefully things will improve over the next few months. Some sad news. I was just talking about Samuel Orsini. Still at the club on his non-contract, but he's left. And I could do a whole tribute video on Samuel Orsini if I wanted to. If I had the time and inclination. But yeah, he's one of my favourite players, as you know. Rated by some of you guys as being a good servant, a good loyal player. Playing at full-back, playing out of position for most of his Regen Rovers career. Playing at left-back, of course. I'm sad to see him go. He was still a regular last season, remember. One of, at times, our first choice player at left or right back. But this year, with Potter coming in, Blackman being here as well, signing him last January, he was relegated to the reserves, and he made that one sub-appearance in the Hampshire Senior Cup this year. But he made so many appearances for us. 300 league appearances. Let me just find the exact figures. I'll just go to this. Most appearances. So he was the 4th highest appearance maker for the club. 348 appearances if we add on his Hampshire Senior Cup to last year's tally, or total tally. So yeah, he's been a magnificent player for the club, but he has decided to leave. I doubt he'll be able to find another club. It's these sorts of players that I wish we could just develop into being coaches. Hopefully one day David Okoro, for example, could become a coach if we're still going when he's got to that age. But yeah, it's sad. I'm sad to see him go, but there we go. I suppose I could try and approach to sign him, but no, he's not going to talk to me now that we've let him go. So we've made our way up the country for today's second match. We're taking on Stoke City. I haven't mentioned Jeremy Cook Best for a while, affectionately known as Chef. He is driving us still in his coach, still works at the Chesil Rectory restaurant, still our club cook as well, legend of the club, still around. So Stoke City then, the team. Mekic up front, Bosnian international, 7 goals this season. Their top goal scorer though is Bradley Winter on the left with 9. Clark on the right has a lot of assists. They've got a couple of real life players in the team actually. In goal, Harry Lewis, who is their captain. And what can we do then against this Stoke team? We want to avenge. I was tempted to go 4-5-1 in this game simply because we've done poorly against Stoke so far in the series, but I don't want you to see another 0-0 today. So let's go a little bit attacking. We've got it on balance. Should I go attacking from the start? Away from home, that's brave. Maybe stupid. Still undecided about the focus play through the middle. I don't know where that reset. Do we want it on higher or standard? I don't know. I'm going to go higher, actually. I've changed my mind. We're going back with higher because I think we're better going forwards when we've got it on higher. So we're going to stick with that, not go standard. Against Fulham, yes, it worked on standard. But I want to be a bit more positive against a mid-table team. And here we go. First highlight of the game. Oh, how many throw-ins are just thrown to the opposition? So annoying. Come on, Stevenson, win it back. Come on. Oh, there we go. He's on a yellow already, though. That's a bit worrying. Rutherford now puts it down the line, looking for the pace of Mark Ball. Can he beat him? He can. Mark Ball. Pathetic finish in the end. He just got no power behind it. I think he was surprised that he actually beat the defender to the ball there. Had a lot of work to do, and it was a clear-cut chance. So that's a shame Mark Ball couldn't take advantage of it. That's headed away. Here's Mark Ball now. He's got Luna up in support. He's got other players. Look at Mark Ball go. It's to Luna. Luna, look at the pace. Second clear-cut chance. Second clear-cut. We can't score today. It's not our day. 2 chances to take the lead. That was a fantastic counter from Mark Ball, and Luna could not apply the finish. But these are positive early signs in this game. Having that higher defensive line, I think, is helping us a bit going forwards. Here's Lothar. Clark now for Stoke. Oh no, long range shot. Fired over the bar. Don't think Bayliss was going to get there. Here's Clark for Stoke. Into Mekic. To Lothar again. Deep cross. Oh no! Oh! Somehow Bayliss saves that. But who was it that missed the ball? It would have been Elliot Dix. Just completely missed it. Disgraceful. Hood with the corner. Headed away by Dix this time. Flanagan does well. So they've had 2 half chances. We've had 2 clear-cut chances. Somehow it's still 0-0. I'm going to shout some encouragement to the lads. Corner crossed in. Oh, it's blocked brilliantly by... was it Bayliss? I thought it didn't even reach Bayliss. That's headed over. They've had 3 half chances now. There's been chances at both ends of the pitch. It's a good game actually so far. Stevenson does well there. No, Luna can't get there. Lads, come on. Look at the closing down. Yes. Long. He had time there. Oh no, they've got round the back. Mekic is through. Mekic, what a save. Bayliss. That was their 4th half chance of the game. At the back, we're being pulled apart a bit. That might be because of the higher defensive line. I don't know. Tempted to go with more urgent... No, not urgent. I want maybe more marking. Tight marking on Mekic, maybe. Close down the central midfielders. Stop the feed of the ball. The feed of the ball through the The supply, that's what I mean. The supply of the ball through. That's headed on. It's to the edge of the box. Back out wide to Hoods. Good block. And now to Sakovic. Now we can't see a highlight. It's all gone quiet, but here's a highlight. Here's Hoare throwing it into the box. It's out as far as Flanagan. Flanagan to Stevenson. Loses the ball now. Take your time, Lucas Long. There we go. Pumps it up the pitch. Looking for Tasakovic, who can put a bit of pressure on. But Stoke have got out of trouble. And here's Clark running out of defence. Where's our midfield? They've just vanished. And Mekic now. Oh no. Clark. Blocked. Oh, it's fired wide. I think we're fortunate not to be losing this. But we should have taken a 2-goal early lead, shouldn't we? And it might have been a bit more comfortable if we had managed to do that. Here's Tasakovic. Into Luna. Here's Mark Ball through. Surely another third clear-cut chance. Mark Ball. Closed down by the defender. It is going to go down as a third clear-cut chance, but he had a lot to do from there, in my opinion. But it's definitely not our day for the strikers. We're creating opportunities, but we're not taking them. And that's rare for us. Obviously, our strikers have been fantastic this season. But somehow, after a game and a half in today's episode, we've still seen 0 goals in this episode. We're going to go for the avenge one again. Focusing and play through the middle. It is kind of working, isn't it? We're splitting their defence. I mean, why don't we just keep doing that? Put it over their defence and let Mark Ball and Luna run onto it. Hopefully, they'll eventually can't talk. Hopefully, they'll eventually stick the ball in the back of the net. H2O, that's what is required. It's gone quiet now. Bayliss on a 7.1 today, by the way. Their keeper's having a very good game as well, of course. Changes. Changes. Stevenson on a yellow. I'm going to bring Bilbo on. And we're going to play him as a defensive deep line playmaker. Flanagan's not having a good game either. Let's bring on Steve Taylor in the middle. Not going to make any other changes. 20 minutes, been a very poor second half. Are we going to have 2 0-0s today? Sorry. Well, I'll take a 0-0 over a 1-0 defeat, of course. Here's Tasakovic into Steve Taylor. To Bilbo. Back to Steve Taylor. Into Tasakovic. Oh, look at him go. The Croatian wizard. Into Mark Ball. Mark Ball. Mark Ball. Yes, he finishes. The hardest shot of all. And he's stuck at it. That's just... not typical of Mark Ball. Usually finishes the easy chances as well. But it's just... it's the way Football Manager is sometimes. You have 3 clear-cut chances. You don't score any of them. And then it's an effort from outside the box. It's a beautiful finish from Mark Ball. Undecided as to what I should do. Do I go 4-5-1? To be fair, we don't have anyone else that can play in midfield. What I am going to do is... I've got a Q on the bench today. I forgot to say, Ryan Curtis picked up the flu in midweek, which is why we've got a Q on the bench. We're going to play Taylor as a normal central midfielder. Luna's going to come deep, really deep. And we will turn things down a little bit just a little bit, I suppose. Got one more sub to make. Going to bring on some energy. Cochrane's going to come on for Rutherford. Can we hang on for a very valuable 3 points? Do I stick or twist? We're going defensive. We're going to waste time for injury time. Come on, lads. Mark Ball with a fabulous goal. It could have been a very goal-heavy game, this, but the keepers played very well. Defensively, both of us were a little bit shaky at the back, weren't we? Are Stoke going to get a late equaliser here? There's 20 seconds to go. Oh, it's bounced around and Potter clears. Luna's back defending. Mark Ball's up by himself. There's 10 seconds to hang on. Mekic can't get there. Bilbo heads away. We're defending stoically. There's a few seconds. Blow the whistle, ref. Come on, my friend. You can do it. Just stick that bit of plastic to your mouth and blow the whistle. Come on. Yes, there we go. Is it plastic or metal, actually? You know, I'm just thinking of a plastic whistle when I was a child, but they've probably got proper metal ones, haven't they? 1-0. We've got the win. Valuable 3 points. Defensively, look, good ratings for our defence. Mark Ball gets man of the match in the end, despite missing 2 clear-cut chances. Sticks away the long shot, and that is a huge win. Only 1 goal for you. That's a strange one, isn't it? I'm gonna stick with that higher defensive line, I think. Gonna put the trust in it. 2 clean sheets in a row, though. And maybe Long and Dix. Long Dix, our old partnership, is the way we need to play. They're pretty erect at the back, aren't they? Solid. Unbeaten record, 5 games. Not bad at all. In fact, recently there has been less goals, hasn't there? Clean sheet against Forest in the league. Clean sheet against Bristol Rovers. 2 clean sheets today. We're second in the Are we going to go up? It's very tight. We're ahead of Fulham on goal difference. We've got a very healthy goal difference, but it is very tight between us down to 5th. We're only 4 points above 6th place. We're 7 points above 7th place Reading. 4 points off top spot Southampton. I don't know when we're going to... Oh, that could be the next episode. I don't know. We've got QPR, Fulham... QPR... Blackburn, in the Championship. Fulham in the FA Cup. Gosport in the Hampshire Senior Cup. Then we've got lots of Championship games. Depends how we do in the FA Cup, I suppose. That could quite conceivably be a defeat. And I won't mind if we do, because I think we've got to focus on the league now. We have a very realistic chance of at least getting the playoffs this season. What a season it has been. We've been second for 4 games now. So that's brilliant. But yeah, I think we'll end it there. I've done a lot of chatting for you. Hope you didn't mind. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed Mark Ball's goal. Remember to vote in the poll in the description below. Until next time, enjoy FM19. Enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you very soon.